My name's Rob Ambrose. I'm the head football coach at Towson University. I am the son of a judge and a high school football coach, and grew up in the state of Maryland, originally from Chicago, and I am lucky enough to coach at my alma mater, which is Towson University. Well, I think it's pretty amazing that Terrance can be recognized as the nation's best running back, especially as a freshman, and knowing that he's worked as hard as he has on all facets of his game in such a short time in his career. He's had a bumpy road to get to where he is now, and probably the greatest aspect about this award will be the fact that he is just a freshman and his future is extremely bright and he's only going to get better. The impact Terrance has had on our success, on and off the field, is one that's pretty indicative of him and the entire team. That he's bought into a team concept where as long as the team is successful, he is successful, and that has helped him blossom extremely fast. That he's a very strong running back. He's very elusive, and he's got better speed than anybody predicted. And he's one of many good running backs, and the competition in that group makes them all pretty good. The best thing I can say about Terrance is he is truly amazing and truly humble. Oh, gosh. Highlight some of Terrance's biggest plays throughout the season. There are many to choose from. But the one that probably sticks out the biggest in my mind is when we were playing New Hampshire, and they were ranked in the top 10, and this was pretty much going to determine who was going to win the conference championship. And we knew that their offense was explosive, so we were going to have to run the ball a little bit to keep the ball out of their hands. And just in an attempt to move the ball forward and keep the clock going, we ran a play with Terrance. And, we ran one, threw one, and ran another one, and he proceeded to take it 70 yards for a touchdown. And I was a little annoyed because we didn't run enough time off the clock, and my staff told me that I was not very intelligent. But I think the greatest thing about Terrance is every time we were just trying to keep the ball moving, he made plays that were bigger than the plays we expected. And that is a true sign of an all-star. Adjectives to describe what we did this season as a team, the first one that comes to mind is magical. It's a strong center core belief of these kids believing in each other and being a family, and that they had found a way to believe in themselves, that adversity is just a vitamin you choose so you get healthier. And as a coach, you don't get a chance to be part of something magical like this too often. And I don't necessarily have the words for the amazing things that these kids did, and this staff did, over and over and over again against some of the best competition on the planet. It's historical, probably be the best way to describe it. The things that we adopted this year were nothing new that created this result. We have been building as a program, as a staff, and as a team to this point from the day we walked in the door. And the fact that it was more like the best analogy somebody gave me was that it was like building a house. And that when you lay the foundation of a house, if you go to the work site, all you see is dirt, mud, and disaster. And you wonder if work is actually getting done. And it's not until the foundation is laid and the house begins to start to take frame and shape do you really understand what it will become. And we've been spending 2 years laying the foundation, and this year we started to frame the house up a bit, and it's starting to look a little bit better. I read. I was an English major, which sounds extremely odd for a football coach, so I read real books, not just ESPN, the magazine. I used to play golf, but I really don't have enough time. I spend all my time with my kids. It's either my players or my own kids, my family. And as much time as I spend in the office, it seems the only other hobby I have is my family, and I do love that one. Oh, what advice would I give to a young coach? Find the best in the business and just sit and listen and watch. And make sure as you grow into a coach that you don't try to be the people you learn from. You still be yourself. Make a really, really good plan. Find a really bunch of smart people and surround yourself with them. Listen to them. Stick to the plan. And above all else, don't chase the money. Just chase being a good mentor to young men. The vision for the program will be to find a way to not just capitalize on this consistency, but keep building it. And that knowing that we are not a finished product, that we are the culmination of a lot of good things that came together at once, but knowing that it's going to take a lot more work to reach the degree of respect that our sister schools have had for the last 20-some years. You know, we are in no way, shape, or form Delaware, James Madison, Richmond, William & Mary, or the likes. We got a long way to go to get there. And probably the hardest thing to do in the off-season will be to forget what we've done and not spend our time focusing on that. And there's a reason that windshields are bigger than rearview mirrors. It doesn't really matter where you've been. It matters where you're going. And we got to keep that drive moving forward. The level of competition in the CAA is unlike anything I have ever experienced. And being in the Big East and, saying that league was had such great parity, and knowing my buddies in the SEC and the league that has such great talent, I don't think there's anywhere in the conference where 9 out of the top 25 teams were from a conference, the same conference at one point in time. And that the CAA is probably the only conference in America where you can play the number 1 team in the country 3 times in a row during the same season, just different colored teams. So it's a tremendous honor to be in the league of such quality schools. It's a tremendous amount of hard work. But life is about perspective. You can either look at it like it's a difficult road to hoe, or you can look at it as a tremendous challenge in which you're lucky to be involved. I would like to congratulate him on all the hard work that he's done and the mentorship that his family has provided him to get him to this point. While awards are amazing, they only last for a short bit of time. And for him to reach his true potential, he's got to stay the course, keep the pace, and raise the bar. And everybody at Towson University is proud to have him as a member of our community. Oh, the message we'd like to give to the football fans is this was just the beginning. And that we've broken the glass ceiling, the sky's the limit, and that it's only going to get better. It's a hell of a time to be a Tiger. Rob Ambrose, and I'm the head football coach at Towson University. I'd like to thank all the fans out there, especially the ones back home in Towson, for tuning into the College Football Performance Awards. Football is a great game represented by great people. I'm just proud and humble to be a part of it.